Hi! In this video we'll be looking at words that end with the shul sound, when the suffix is spelt either cial or tial. A suffix is a group of letters that can be added to the end of a word to change its meaning or function within a sentence. Words that end in cial or tial are usually adjectives that tell us more about the nature or qualities of a noun. Often, words ending in these suffixes do not have an easily identifiable root word, as they come from Latin roots. However, there is a simple rule to follow that works in the majority of cases. Let's have a look at some examples of words that end in cial: special, artificial, and crucial. In words that end with cial, the letter before the suffix is usually a vowel. It's important to know that not all words ending in cial follow this pattern, but thankfully there aren't too many exceptions. For example, commercial has the consonant R before the cial ending. This is one you just have to remember. Let's look at when we might use tial. For example, torrential, essential, and partial. In words that end with tial, the letter before the suffix is usually a consonant. Again, not all words ending in tial follow this pattern, so we just need to learn a few exceptions. For example, initial has an I before the tial suffix, which is a vowel. For our first question, you're being asked to complete 3 sentences by adding the suffix cial or tial to the root words in each box. You'll need to think carefully about whether any of the words follow the spelling rules we've discussed when the suffixes are added. You may wish to write the words down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper. Top tip: when you've written a word down, check that it looks and sounds correct. If it doesn't, cross it out and have another go. Pause the video now and press play when you've answered the question. All done? Let's take a look at the answers. In the first sentence, the word facial completes the sentence and has a vowel before the shul ending. This means we should use the cial suffix. Therefore, facial is spelt facial. Beneficial completes the second sentence and again has a vowel before the shul sound. Therefore, beneficial is spelt with the cial suffix too. benefficial. Finally, the last word is residential, which has an N before the shul suffix. Therefore, it is spelt residential. For our next question, you're being asked to tick one box in each row to show whether the word in bold has been spelt correctly or incorrectly. Top tip: look carefully at each word and read it out loud. If they don't look or sound right, it might be because they've been spelt incorrectly. Pause the video now to have a go at the question. Well done. Let's take a look at the answers. In the first sentence, the bold word is partial, which is an incorrect spelling and therefore should have been ticked as incorrect. Partial has a consonant before the shul sound, so it should be spelt with the tial suffix. So partial is spelt partial. Next we have special. The letter before the shul sound is the vowel E, so should be spelt with the cial suffix. This answer should be ticked as correct. The final word is crucial, which has a vowel before the shul sound. Therefore, it should be spelt with the cial suffix. It should be ticked as incorrect in the table because crucial is spelt crucial. Well done if you got all 3 of those answers correct. For our final activity, you'll see a set of 3 sentences on the screen. Each sentence will have a missing word. I will read the word, then the word within the sentence, and then I will repeat the word. A 10-second timer will then begin. You will have until the end of the timer to write the word on a piece of paper or a whiteboard. Top tip: when you've written your spelling down, check it carefully to see if it looks right. If not, cross it out and have another go. If at any point you need longer to answer the question, pause the video and press play again when you're ready. When the timer has finished, the answer will be revealed. Good luck. The word is official. I filled in the official paperwork for my university application. The word is official. Official is spelt O-F-F-I-C-I-A-L. The word is confidential. What we discuss with a doctor is private and confidential. The word is confidential. Confidential is spelt C-O-N-F-I-D-E-N-T-I-A-L. The word is potential. My brother's teacher says that he has lots of potential. The word is potential. Potential is spelt P-O-T-E-N-T-I-A-L. Hoo-yah! Well done if you got those correct. Thanks for watching. For more English support, check out our other English concept videos, available on the Twinkl website.